Zonneveld's going to get to something.
130.
That's something as 105. Another in there. Double 12.
120.
Well, Steve Beaton has missed the double for a 149 and now a 144, and he might be 2-0 down. Double 16.
89. Game shot.
17 data levels the game up at 1 apiece. These two have crossed paths before. Great dart from Zonneveld, leaves double top.
96.
Not sure if you move back to the centre of the oche there. Might have been thrown from over on the left-hand side. Might have contributed to him missing. Beaton has threatened a big finish a couple of times in this game, but he's not threatened
100.
that one. Relying on misses from his Dutch opponent. Anders in double 10 though.
Game shot.
Left-hander pins double 10. 5 legs in, all going with throw. All the scores on Dart Connect, tv.dartconnect.com. Neil Zonneveld looking to force an opening on the Beaton throw, and he may well have done that. He has done that.
100.
Triple Z's first maximum gives him this shot. Double 12 for a break and an 11 darter. 6.
69.
Beaton's poised to shut the door. It's the 11:50 left. Double top.
Game shot.
Steve Beaton does shut the door. 15 darter holds his throw. He's dodged a couple of bullets there, but it's 3 apiece. It looked like it anyway.
96.
Halves his score to 96. Zonneveld 84 to go within 1. Double 17 it'll have to be. It's not found.
28.
Double 18.
87.
2 darts missed for 5-4. Is that the pivotal moment?
Game shot.
It might be. Because Neil Zonneveld is 1 up and 1 away. And Steve Beaton must win the last 2 legs of this game. He's going the right way about it.
180. 134.
Got a couple of visits to see this off. Take us to a last leg decider.
96.
30 odd years in the game, and the
49.
counting has steadfastly remained at the same level.
$64.
Double 8. Double 4.
Game
Beautiful
shot.
stuff. 5-5. Last leg decider. But it's Neil Zonneveld looking to bring the curtain down on the great Steve Beaton's Pro Tour career. 777 looking
81.
for a dart to leave tops. But he does get to double top. And Neil Zonneveld is going to get match darts to knock Steve Beaton
100.
out. Is this the end for the bronzed Adonis on the Pro Tour? Oh, it
20.
was, and then it wasn't. The darting gods have given Beaton a reprieve. But it's one that he cannot make the most of.
42.
I'll just aim for the massive chunk of the board that he'd taken out of it. Double 5 is
Game
there,
shot
and Steve
and the
Beaton
match.
is beaten. The Pro Tour career of a genuine icon of this sport comes to an end here at the Mattioli Arena in Leicester. Neil Zonneveld coming through a last leg decider, a game where all 11 legs went with throw. He outplayed Beaton, the stats say it, but Beaton, his legacy will endure forever.
$98.
Really was one of the next big things in darts, but injury really curtailed his progress. Former semi-finalist of the World Match Play, of course, on a couple of these Players' Championship titles. Bullseye. Oh, for a 170, Jeffrey Deson. Need to go for it, but piles it in. 129.
64.
Pretty much halves his score, leaves 65. Can Usher apply some pressure?
37.
Not especially. Hits the ball when he wanted the 25. That leaves double 4.
61.
Woes on the outer ring continue for Jeffrey Deson. Couldn't, could he?
83.
Double 2.
No score.
This is getting slightly ridiculous for Jeffrey Deson. 43.
43 left, yeah.
That leaves tops.
44.
Dart missed for a breaker throw for Graham Usher. First chance he's had. He's not even been in the picture when Deson has had the darts.
No
Jeffrey
score.
Deson took out 170 finish in this game. He's barely been able to hit anything else. And he trails this match by 4 legs to 2.
$85.
If he'd got the treble, he might have gone to the bullseye last start, but as it is, a ton isn't enough to leave a finish. Staying straight is key here for, well,
58.
I'm surprised. I thought if he was going to come down to the 19s, then bringing in the bullseye would have been sensible. They'd leave him on a 2-darter. He's only going to get 1 dart at double.
65.
From 102 maximum. He's gone the
62.
hard way. Leaves himself 3 darts at tops, but Graham Usher can win the match here. He should get a match dart. Double top. That is an absolute robbery from Graham Usher. He hit his doubles, Jeffrey Deson couldn't. And ultimately, that's decided it. But it's only the final leg of the match where Jeffrey Deson did not get darts to win it. He has missed 20 darts at double and yet took out a 170 finish in the game. 4 perfect darts to start the leg, but no more from Ryan Zove. But it was very clear that his throw had completely broken down. It was a catastrophic fall. Jose has not had that sort of thing go on, but the tumble down the rankings, it does snowball when you start missing out on the major tournaments and you just drop and drop and drop. And that's going to affect everything, your confidence and your belief that you can turn that around.
That's why I respect the players who are in that bracket between 33 in the world and 48. And if they stay in that bracket a lot, it means that they're constantly doing steady stuff.
131.
Whereas you see people fall outside the top 32 and they can be outside the top 64 in as little as a year.
So, unable to even get a dart at double, and Jose de Souza has kept himself in this. This is a 13-dart hole to throw. He's done it again. 2 darts that were no use to him whatsoever, and then he's pinned the double last dart in hand. Record number of 9 darters. Superb stuff. 111 plays 1-2-1. Jose, this is just to hold his throw. Started with 4 perfect darts in this leg. Double 13 is not found, and Ryan Searle, 1 treble combo. He'll look to finish on tops.
Looking for a right angle shot. It's beautiful. Everything perfectly pitched.
And he's going to have to do hard work again. We're seeing double top left after 12 darts repeatedly between these two over the course of this game.
You know what, Dan? I was holding my breath there. I thought he was going for a maximum when he was on 178. Thank goodness he didn't.
20.
Well, he may have to look up now for some divine intervention because Searle, 419s and bull, will see him too clear.
It's on. Double six. 5-3 Searle. It is ruthless. Jose de Sousa has done so much good stuff in this game, but his finishing has not been as good as his brilliant 180 hitting.
Christoph Ratajski did it 3 years ago against Jo Cullen.
100.
Just a ton, not enough to get to a finish. Ryan Searle will look to set this up. Another in there. Treble 8.
120.
Oh, it's perfect. It's another leg where tops is left after 12. So much has gone according to plan for both of these players in this game, all the way up until the finishing. Ryan Searle has been deadly. Jose de Sousa has been profligate. And ultimately, it's going to cost him.
20.
But not just yet.
The timing of the throw at the minute for Searle looks really good. This has got to be perfect. And because it isn't,
123.
you think the end is nigh.
Double 10. Is found by heavy metal, and Jose de Sousa shakes his head because if he is going to be at Alexandra Palace, he's going to have to come through the qualifier for it. You will not see him in Minehead. You might not see him at the Worlds, but look at that. 18 darts at double for Jose. He only hit 3, whereas Ryan Searle hit in more than half his attempts. Nothing in it in the averages.
One of the games of the season. Definitely one of the performances of the season, and Gilding. Not the first time he's been that high as an average. He's done better than that before.
97.
6 left. Beaton just looking to get to any kind of a finish. Oh,
85.
That was always the danger, wasn't it? I didn't even want to mention it because I'd speak it into existence.
Coxey trying to cheer himself up.
Game
with
shot.
The tops. Didn't like the fact that Chelsea lost last night to the mighty Newcastle, but you're 3-2 up late. All's good right now.
2 or 3 wins from players below him. It's going to take a run from a Zagansky or Rafferty or Nick Kenny to dislodge him.
134.
121 for Cox for 5-2. That's not going to happen.
45.
This is makeable. Even with that 7 to start, the 1 doesn't help him at all.
65.
Just keep it simple, Lee. This is the tricky bit.
Game shot.
Not tricky at all. 5-2 for Cox.
Yeah, it is a meritocracy. You earn your spot in the rankings. Yes, there are some players who'll be ducking out of some of those events, but
140.
presumably you then get the benefit of being fresh and rested for the others.
Big result for Nathan Rafferty on board 12. He's beaten Owen Bates by 6 legs to 3.
And he's one of the guys who could dislodge Aspinall. This to win the match. Lee Cox, 10 over 6. Gets the 6, double top for a 6-2 win.
86.
He'll get more darts. He was 2-1 down in this game, Lee Cox, but he has rattled off leg after leg. And Brett Clayton, there's only been 1 leg in that spell where he's had darts at double. It doesn't look like he's going to get darts here.
Yeah, it's been really steady from Lee. Around about the 90 average.
Game shot.
And he'll be very, very pleased with that. Brett Clayton's Players' Championship season is over. Just because you've won twice in a season doesn't mean that winning a 3rd time
100
is any easier than the previous ones. It isn't. Winning is hard.
140.
But when you've got that in the battalion, you've got every chance of getting victories. However,
73.
Mike is relying on misses from Boris to get his chances. Can he take this one?
Game shot.
That he can.
140.
He lost in round 1 of Players' Championship 19 to Cam Crabtree. And since then, he's made the board final minimum every time.
140.
That is seriously impressive.
$59.
Boris doesn't mess about on the doubles here. He'll find himself level.
Game
And
shot.
that's what we've got after 4 legs. Coming into the second round of this tournament, Boris Krčma is averaging
93.
exactly the same for the season in this setting as Peter Wright. Exactly the same. 90.67.
98.
But one of those players is going to Minehead and one might not be. Mike Dedecker is going to double 16.
Game shot.
I love that finish. I don't just like that Mike has hit it, but I love the route. Because Dedecker, in a game of cricket, on 20s, 19s, 17s, 16s and 15s, my word,
93.
he'd be destructive.
100.
Another cover treble. Not found this time.
38.
Double-double in that spot. I think it was a 50-50 call. Double 14 again.
Game shot.
And Mike was right. He had to go double-double because he missed. Boris hits, and we're level again. Keeps the lead, but for how long?
180.
Not long at all. Oh, how 180s can change legs. And now 6 darts from here for Mike Dedecker
46.
to finish this in 10 legs instead of going all the way to leg 11. So sharp. Just when he needed it. And there is nothing that Boris can do. His participation in Minehead and in this
81.
tournament is hanging by the finest of threads. Mike Dedecker, the Grand Prix champion, is just too good on this occasion. And the Players' Championship schedule is done for Boris. He's not going to Minehead. And Dedecker is going to the board final again. He's making a habit of it. A 3-figure average. But every now and again, he does something rather special.
177.
And he's 3 darts away from being the 5th person to get a 9-darter here in the last 30 hours.
57.
Dave Chisnell had a 9-darter earlier today on the other streaming board. Where's he going here? That would have been different. When you've been so good on the treble 20 in that leg, his immediate thought was to switch.
140.
This time, it's actually Wesley that leaves 144. He might not get a look at it. That's a really good marker.
Game
and
shot.
superbly used. A wonderful, wonderful 12-darter there from Snakebite.
$100.
Last dart. This is a key moment in this match. We're either going to be level or Wright's going to get that 2-leg cushion back, and Wesley would rather that first dart fall out the board.
40.
$96 left with 2. And the shot is on after that beautiful second dart.
$97.
It was the best dart of the visit. Unfortunately, dart 3 does not come up trumps. And Wesley is looking to do the same trick. This time, He's not going to go left.
Game shot.
He's going to go straight over the top and win leg 6. We're all level again, just like we were at the start. Even a steady 60 is good here. Or he can just take it out and take a 5-4 lead.
90.
And the double that gave him his first world title does not come up with the leg 9 win there. And with that flat lie of the dart, double 5
98.
could prove troublesome if he misses it high. This is really tricky. I'll give him props. He got closer. I didn't think he could find that gap, but somehow he did. And this is a situation that could change this entire match. I think Wes understands just how big this shot is. That leaves 87.
92.
Is it more peril on 5s, or is it success and a 5-4 lead? Low and left.
5.
He tried it, but 5s really have been trouble for Snakebite in this leg. But players, yeah, this is a gift. Look at Snakebite in the background. He cannot believe he's given him this chance.
Game shot.
And he's hit it third dart, of course, which makes it even saltier. Peter finds something big here, which is likely now. Has to move.
100.
That's why. If that skids off the dart too, it's always going to be a single. Huge pressure.
40.
It's got to be good from here. And no matter how good it is, it's going to be hit, then hope for Snakebite. Otherwise, his Players' Championship
56.
season is not going to end with a win, which it has done in the past. Double top.
Game shot.
And Wesley Clazier has been so good on double top in this game. I think he values that victory right there. Someone who has got to be going to the PDC Pro Tour on a full-time basis next year.
I think it's been
99.
a testing period mentally for Martin. I think there's maybe a little bit of fatigue in there, given all that he's achieved and the emotions, and regular on the European tour. Obviously, they're travelling to a lot of the events
84.
in England.
I think you're right. He has to do a lot more travelling than most. And he's already
58.
talked openly recently about how much time he has away from his young family. Come January time, might have the gift of a fair bit of time
100.
off before he starts the 2025 season.
Raymond van Barneveld, 5-0 to the good. Here for 146. Oh, it's on. The shot is on for Cullen. Can't take out double 16. That would have been to level up the game. Schindler to break back. Needs tops.
Game
Tops
shot.
he hits.
Joe can't slip up much from this position. If he does, he's going to need to be perfect from now to the end.
137.
Ryan Searle safely through. 6-2 over Zonneveld. Cullen waits on a 2-darter. Schindler with a layup joins him. Is he going to go double? He did go double, couldn't get it.
57.
So Schindler for 5-1 is looking at 67.
Now it's tops.
Game
and
shot.
it is 5-1. At this point in time, Schindler is just too good.
$134.
That's more like it from Cullen. The way he can get those darts to stick together just like that. That's something that hasn't been happening lately.
Certainly hasn't.
133.
It's him down to a finish, the 141. If Chisnell took it out earlier in a 9-dart finish.
And he lost
60.
that game.
Did.
But this 141 would win this game.
Yeah, it would. 141 then. Looked at the treble 19.
63.
Needed the treble to leave tops. Cullen then to stay in the game.
Double 10. Bravo, Cullen. That's a wonderful shot.
Well, I think you've got to go right down the list. But he is on it.
134.
What do you have to do? Make the semi-finals, I think he needs to make. Cullen's comeback here is gathering in speed because he's coming back 99. For 94 for yet another break here. Double. Didn't get it. So Schindler for the match
40.
gets a look at 88.
That's a miss from Cullen. If Schindler doesn't hit this, he's robbed himself of a dart. Double 7.
Game shot.
And he was the better player in that match. And it's Schindler who wins the board and goes through to the last 16. And after making his way back into the top 16, because of the tight nature of the people just inside and just outside of the top 16, he might find himself outside the top 16 just as quick as he's fought his way back in it.
Yeah, second max for Rock. Fair to say Wade has had a good year, even despite the fact he hasn't managed to win. He's certainly improved. As you said, his ranking has improved on the back of some solid performances.
Even if he doesn't win, I think he deserves credit for making his way to the match play after being in so much doubt.
180.
Back-to-back maximums for Rock. Nice. Can he fill it up? Yes, he can. Great visit. Well, we've had two 180s and a 171 in this leg. 82 for Rock. 17. Nicely done. Tops. Yes,
game shot.
Nicely done. Two 180s and an 82 checkout for Josh Rock.
He's slipping.
Unbelievable.
I tell you what, that game on board 7, by the way, Aaron Monk and Raymond van Barneveld at 3-3, that'll be a feisty affair.
Aaron Monk, we watched him on streaming board 1 earlier on Dan and I as he beat Chris Dobie, and he beat him fair and square. Really good performance. Barely missed a dart at a double on that occasion.
140.
Willie O'Connor has got Graham Hall in all sorts of trouble. 5-2 to Willie. And if Hall loses that,
96.
It's going to be good news for other people. Mervyn King is already assured of Minehead, but not the World's. That's been his last couple of days. This has got to be treble 7. And tops.
Game
Classic
shot.
Wade. 3-2 and a 1-2-1 finish.
That Graham Hall defeat means that Aspinall is breathing a sigh of relief. 100. He's not there yet for Minehead, but he needs Steve Lennon to not make the final.
Well, we had a chat earlier, didn't we? As Wade looks at 1-2-4 to go back in front. It's on. Very much on now. Double 11. Not
113.
Fly. That's been a fly. I've noticed that all the 2 days we've been here. He's been buzzing about, but he noticed it there. Now this would hurt. Oh, this is brilliant. Double 18 for the 147. Well, James Wade distracted by the fly. Nothing was distracting Josh Rock. He peppers in the 147.
When you've seen your opponent miss double 11 for a ton plus checkout like that to take the lead, and you come up with something more difficult, Rock is on it in this game at times. Now he's got the lead and he's speeding up with the maximums. James is in trouble here.
99.
Certainly is. Max to kick off the leg. Here he goes again. Well, we had a 9-darter on streaming board 1 earlier when Dave Chisnell hit the perfect leg. Josh Rock's 6 180 means that he's going for the perfect leg.
43.
Brilliant. And he was going there for 12 perfect darts. Because the 147 finish, followed by the 9 darter, would have been something special. But the big picture, being on double 16 for 5-3 up,
100.
that's the most important thing.
Absolutely. 10 dart leg. 11.
Game shot.
Well done, Josh Rock. Shakes his head.
And if Rock finds another maximum here, that 90 will shrink.
Here we go.
140.
Not quite. This to stay in the game then. Great first start. 2 15s.
75.
Rock gets an opportunity. He's just hit a 147. And he hit a 1-2-3. The shot will be on. Oh, anywhere but there. Frustration. If he'd have hit the single 19, he'd have still been alive there. That is absolutely annoying.
83.
Well, he's left tops, but Wade on 15.
Needs twos. And missing
11.
twos almost always loses when your opponent is on tops to win the match. And he does win the match.
And the match.
Another win over Wade for Josh Rock. And Wade is not going to add to his title tally in Players' Championship 30 again.
In the race for Minehead, because there's only he now can overtake Nathan Aspinall. Occupies that final 64th position. Went out in the first round today, Aspinall. Had to watch as players have fallen by the wayside.
118.
Aspinall. This is on. The 170, big fish, he reels it in. Nonchalantly, his finishing has been brilliant all day. Johnny Clayton enjoyed that one. Didn't have to go for it, but went for it anyway, right in the middle. Time he can't take it out. Would like a treble, though.
60.
Only 60. 40 here for Johnny would be very useful. That's a loose dart.
80.
Monk then to level up the match. Roll 17, great dart. Tops he needs for 2-2.
70.
Not quite on this occasion. He's been very good on tops throughout this event. He's going to stay there. He's gone double-double. He's got the first one. Can't
56.
get the second one. Monk comes back then, tops. Way underneath, 2 10s. Big moments now, double 5. And he wires it on the inside, and that is a problem for Monk. Clayton about to step in. And does step in. Albeit a big one. What can Johnny do?
97.
Good last start. But Monk, who's hit a 170 already, is looking for 161. Not going to go. He's got to leave this really handy.
65.
This is the outer ball. But Clayton then to move within one of victory. Great first start. Single. Double 16.
72.
Dart slips through his fingers. Double-double. Here we go. 1 hit. 2 hit. Great visit. Clayton acknowledges with a fist bump and a smile. That was quality from Monk, who now has got the throw here and a chance to level up this game. Not over yet. Feel like it's anywhere near enough at the minute with Clayton in the red bit. Oh, wonderful. All about the layup now. 87 remaining.
137.
All 4 quarterfinals are level. Monk a shake of the head. If he can hold his throw in the next leg, he'll get one more crack at it. Clayton for 70. Great first start. Brilliant second dart. And a lethal finish from the Ferret. And again, a shake of the hands between the two. It's been played in magnificent
sportsmanship this game. But Monk now throwing to stay in the tournament.
180.
Monk's got to win to stay in the contest. Good adjustment. Oh, well done. Really well done. Leaves a 2-dart out after 9. Clayton might be looking to leave similar.
180.
2 180s in the leg then. This might have to go for Monk. Ton out. Oh, now then 85 left. Hits the treble, it's still on. Needs tops to stay alive. Brilliant.
Game shot.
Absolutely brilliant from Aaron Monk. Again, Johnny Clayton stands at the back, applauds, a fist bump and a smile. And a game that's been played in great spirit, and there's been some great finishing as well. Clayton, who overcame Nick Kenny in the last leg decider. Monk beat Danny Lauby right at the start of the day, and look at this. Well, he fills it up.
180.
Lucky there, because if he'd have hit a single, he would have left a bogey number, but he filled it up in style. But back comes Clayton again.
140.
This has been a fantastic game of darts. 1-8 to win it then for Aaron Monk. Oh, that's the wrong side of the wire. Oh, that's 37. A bad visit right when he didn't need one. Clayton needs 101 to win it. Needs a treble, and he's not going to get it. So Monk now will be ruined the fact 49. That he only managed to reduce his score down to 91. Got to hit a treble. Treble 17. Going to go double. Didn't he? Missed it. It was a risk. He gets it the second 51. Time of asking. But Clayton for 52 in the match and a place in the semi-finals is looking at double 16. Double 8, 1 dart left. Look at the reaction of Aaron Monk.
Game shot
and has broken Monk. He falls to his knees. He thought he was going to get a chance. He didn't get a chance. It's all smiles. Two clearly great mates enjoying their time on the hockey. But Johnny Clayton is through. As we were chatting before we came on air,
121.
Just goes under the radar now, doesn't he? It's not a surprise to see him in finals. Far from it. He's firing at the minute. I said to Nico, as there's another maximum. I said to Nico earlier that if he beat James Wade, he would go on and win it, and I still maintain that will be the case.
Well, he's been playing some very good darts of late. Just become a dad again. Double 16. You can use that. And does. 12 darter for Josh Rock. Superb leg of darts. But yeah, I've been very impressed with how he's played. In fact, so impressed that he was my tip as a dark horse for the World Grand Prix, where he played dreadfully and went out in round 1.
95.
Ton 40 is what he's after. He's going to have to change his route now. All of a sudden, this is getting messy.
86.
That does dig him out of a bit of a hole there, Willie O'Connor. Leaves 86. But he may only get one at the bullseye when he returns. Rock.
6.
Can't leave tops.
18's then. Needs a single or the treble. He's hit the double, so now he's coming back down.
70.
Well, that was an interesting move.
Love the shot. But this, double 5, puts Josh Rock 3-1 up, the first breaker throw in this contest. It's how many times you see players going for the treble and they hit the 1 or they hit the 4, and all of a sudden the shot is that you've got no shot, not even the bull.
140.
But there's a few players who like to employ that potential double-double finish. Just think it's a safer route, and if it does work out, you've got a great double to hit rather than the double 7, which nobody's particularly fond, or not many players are particularly fond of.
No. Well, the max sure is. Josh Rock is firing here.
Well, Ryan Searle and Johnny Clayton having a right old ding-dong. 3-2 Searle, both of them averaging around that 100 mark. Josh Rock for an 11-darter.
Game shot.
It is an 11-darter. He's had a 12-darter and an 11, both on throw. Willie O'Connor needed to hit 9 darters to win either of those legs.
100.
Reminds Willie he's not going to have it all his own way.
This is good.
140.
Not quite fill it up, but he's down to 1-2-1 after 9 against the throw. Oh, now then.
83.
Well, all not lost, but O'Connor, I fancy he can take this out. Oh, he can now. He does hit the treble to leave double 14.
93.
And he's the width of a wire away. Will that be costly? Oh, it might be.
2 tops. Yeah, it was the right shot. Just above the top wire.
74.
Makes the right decision with dart 3, going for the treble. Not wasting another dart and potentially losing out the board, but it does not matter because that's a 13 dart breaker throw. Willie O'Connor was in danger of going 5-1 down in this, and all of a sudden he's throwing to level the match at 4 apiece. This is a bit of the resilience that we saw from him the first couple of rounds today. It's probably a good job he didn't hit the treble 20 in that previous visit, because it would have left him 7 with 1 dart in his hand.
60.
There's all sorts of things that can go wrong there, but no harm done in the end. And look at him go now. 4 perfect darts to start the leg. It's first to 7, remember. He is not on the hill just yet, Josh Rock, but he might be in a couple of visits' time. As Willie O'Connor, who showed some real steel to get back into this game,
42.
Josh Rock has put him back in his box over the last couple of legs.
And there's been a lot to like about the way that Josh Rock has played here. I think Willie O'Connor knows he's in a spot of bother, because 44 after 9 for Rock. O'Connor, whatever he does from here,
100.
a little bit of a forlorn look as he walks to get his darts. Tops for an 11 dart leg. Right on the wire. Right
Game
in the
shot in the
target.
9th.
6-3. Now he's 1 away. These finals are becoming more and more a regular occurrence. O'Connor shakes his head.
145.
Battered, for want of a better phrase, in this semi-final. Not done yet.
99.
But you get the feeling this 65 is going to disappear.
And the 11's roots. That leaves double top. And Josh Rock
25.
misses a match dart. Willie O'Connor's going to have to conjure up a big finish just to stay in this. It's on. Bullseye. And the magpie misses, and that might be that.
Yeah, tops for Josh Rock then.
Game
and
shot
tops
and the match,
he hits.
Josh Rock.
Here's soon to yet another Players' Championship final. It'll be his 4th one of the year. Added to a European Tour final as well. It's been some year for Josh Rock. Is he going to end the Players' Championship season as a winner? Well, he's into the final